I'm about to lay it on you really quickly. Really quickly. Really, really quickly. You know, when I come on here, it is just to give you guys a quick word. Hello, Paul. So, I want to talk about something really quickly. Hey, Miss Leslie. We just spoke about you the other day. You see what they're doing to our children here in North America? I thought they were really trying to have those kids go back to school. I says, what kind of danger is this now, you know? And I'm trying to think, like, how am I going to continue with the homeschooling, right? So then when they're going to be with their daddy, I don't know. I don't know if he's doing what I'm doing. Listen, guys, I came on this live not for too long because I am not by myself. These little people are here, right? And they don't care, you know. You already know the story. You know, I like talking about energy and things like that, and I really want it to be useful to you. And I know there's people out there that want all of your prerequisites before they take advice from you. Listen, with the way this situation is going, if you're asking me what situation, then you're not even part of this conversation, right? But the way situations are going right now, people really need to check their ego, their greed, their jealousy. Like, they really got to check all of that. And this is a thing about relationships, right? People are going to say, okay, it's easy for you to say you don't have a man. No, I don't. But I'm a mother of men, and I have tons of male friends. Tons. Okay? And I'm a part of a lot of groups, and I hate using this term black people because I'm not black. You see all this good brownness here going on? Yeah. But I find people of African descent to take it upon themselves to have these little disputes about all this little trivial mess that's been totally formulated to create division within your community. Okay? If something is not for you, do not condemn it. It's just not for you. That goes for relationship statuses. That goes for religion. That goes for the type of house you want to live in. Okay? It goes for what you want to wear. Because another woman wants to wear a string bikini. If you don't want to wear a string bikini, then don't buy your big ass one, right? But you see me with my wide hips, as soon as I get a nice good, yeah, as soon as I get one that I can stuff my triple D in, I'm rocking it. You can't come and tell me nothing, right? You do not eat from something that is not for you, right? Don't eat from something that's not for you. So, namely, I want to talk about like how we view relationships and things like that. Here is what a lot of women of African descent are in denial about. I'm not speaking to the ones that know what kind of animal they got. Not you, sis. You know he was a road man. He know if you do a couple good things, you're holding on to him. Nobody is judging you, huh? But you see the rest of the people, like, y'all just be contented in having a good, hot and steamy relationship that lasts 6 months, and then you're ready to throw away the person because there's additional things that they need in a relationship. People need to have all kind of experiences, right? I myself, the last serious relationship, when I was married, when I first started dating in that relationship, I couldn't even like make eye contact with other men in public. Am I mad? Because it's like, what kind of wahala or craziness is going to wait for me, you know? And what I fast fast forward, I am now this grown lady now. I have children of my own. And what they're not going to do, you will not, they're managing me about what I can do and who I can talk to. And you know what? I'm not doing it to nobody. I want to live in peace. I'm about peace and love, sending love and light, and staying all charged and prayed, and I'll listen to my prayers and all of that. I don't got time for the fact that you went and winked at the lady at the market, or you develop a friendship with her, whatever. Listen. And I realize in this, I cannot speak to both sides of it. So I'm trying to find a way to itemize specifically who I'm speaking with. Women, if you find your man to be philandering, like philandering, and he does not treat you good, if you choose to stay and then you want to there digging up in cell phone and seeing what you can find, whatever you find, you deserve to find it. Ooh, y'all don't want to hear that, but it's okay. Let it go down your throat. You can swallow it later. Try and swallow it again. Right? There's a saying, and I spoke about it before in a live. There was an episode, I want to say it was the Braxton people, but they were having a conversation with the mother, and the mother said, if you find something that you don't like, and if you're not ready to do something about it, you let him be in peace. Let him walk the road in peace. Let him cheat in peace. Let him do whatever he wants to do. If you're not ready to change that dynamic of whatever is going on, that changes you, my friend, making an ultimatum, or you, my friend, having a conversation and deciding how open-minded and what the new terms of your new relationship looks like. Those are your options, right? And not to say every man is a cheater. I'm not saying that. There are some men that totally thrive. They enjoy the energy of having a one-on-one soul lifelong relationship with a woman, that one lady. Everybody's situation is different. And I'm going to tell you what, the way you pick up yours is not the way she picked up hers. And y'all need to stop them kind of disputes. Because what's happening culturally, right? I live in Florida. And there's a reputation that preceded a certain group of West Indian men. Long before I moved to Florida, I was living other places. I knew a lot of people from this community when I lived in Massachusetts. I'm going to try my best to not identify who they are. But they're from a particular Caribbean country. And the reputation they have that precedes them is they will have several women on one block. They'll have multiple families. They don't even know about each other till somebody dead. And you know why that is? That's because that within the true form of it, he didn't abandon your family, right? But he has another experience that is serving him. And there are other things for you to be worrying about. There's other things for you to be building. You have your children to learn, to rear, and to grow and to raise. You have recipes to learn, things to learn how to cook. You need to clean your nasty house. Like there's so many other, you need to lotion your skin. You need to put on some lashes, put on some lipstick, put on a fancy dress or something. There's other things that you need to do that's sitting there man watching and playing detective over a man. No. Because if you and him are not having good communication and he is doing his own thing, you got to decide, are we having a Will and Jada kind of relationship? Because they totally have an open relationship and everybody knows that. If you didn't know that and you think that little fun tumble that happened the other day was a big scandal, it was not. I've been living in Florida for 2 years and I always knew that these people, how I know? Because all kind of people mix up with all kind of people that I know. Right? This person has always had another relationship. Had a designer and everything, decorate her house. What are you talking about? People think that we're going to be like, what kind of animal? Lion, maybe. Maybe giraffe. Maybe meerkats. Right? You want us now to take on, I don't know, dolphins? I don't know. So all of this debate, the debate is unnecessary. Focus your attention on something else. Make sure your kids don't end up in jail. Focus on some other shit than watching who the hell a man is talking to. If he is disrespectful, listen, you have a couple of options. I cannot come in on here and promote and then somebody say she said. But I have in the past advised women to thump somebody down, knock his ass down. If he doesn't react to that, this is because you gotta understand, you don't know what people's upbringing is, okay? I'm saying have a way to communicate, speak about it. And if you realize that you and your lover cannot meet eye to eye on one conversation, 2 conversations, you need to now make a little list. What are the pros and what are the cons? What are the pros? Is he a pipe-laying fool? Okay, maybe his ministry needs to be something else in your life. Right? But all in all, I want you to be happy. Because this thing where women want to be walking around town and ready to cuss somebody out and angry and all of this stuff, here, no. It's nobody's fault but your own. Go get yourself a sex toy. Oh, Lord, did I say that on a live? Go and get yourself something. Go and sort your story out. You see, because whatever they're telling you from the pulpit that got you entrapped and got you feeling like you is a prisoner of this life, right? That's what they teach you in these marriages and stuff like that. You, like a woman, don't have no options. No, you have an option of having clear, concise communication and finding out where do you stand in your relationship, right? You need to not ignore signs. You need to know who this man is when you're dating him. I knew within the first 2 months of dating my ex-husband that he was jealous. I found that out. I did. I never had a problem with like infidelity during my relationship. Did he have another? I don't know. I wouldn't even know. Because our relationship, we got along great. You understand? Like I said in my life yesterday, I was happily married and now I'm happily separated. I'm happily co-parenting, right? I'm not hating on nobody's. I don't got time for that because I don't want nobody coming to put sand in my food. I don't want nobody coming here to come and cause no problem with me. You understand? But you see this thing where y'all are acting like it's life and death and you're ready to go and burn down man house and bust up man car and because he got an ex-woman. Something is wrong with you. That I'm sure of. I'm sure of that one. Because the things we did when we were 15-year-olds and you still want to come and do it at 40, that means you don't know what you have going on down there. You don't know how to manage her. You don't know how to manage her. Your chemical makeup is still the same from when you were 15. And here you are as a big hardback woman. You there on social media, cussing out, calling people address. This is where my man is. And so. And he's doing this and doing that to me. Stop that shit. You shouldn't have brought his ass to this country in the first place. This world got 8 billion people. If you have a job, that means you got money to go and take a trip. Where you going to bring somebody from back home who don't even have status? You didn't even have a real relationship with him. You were dating long distance. You don't know what he likes. You ain't rolling over with him in bed. You don't know what this man like. Men like things, you know. And here's something. Because this is how men and women are different. A woman, we will make concession for the sake of an emotion, for the sake of a relationship, for the sake of our children, for the sake of keeping our relationship intact so the kids feel like they're coming from somewhere stable. Listen, a man, if he like to get bull, that is for West Indians. If your man is a bull man and he want to lay down with you and procreate with you, you cannot change him from being a bull man, you know. Oh, if you don't know. If you don't know, please stop it. Stop ignoring these red flags on the ground because all that shit is your fault. The fact that you sit down there. Here's the next thing. You're an African woman. You are close to this earth. I know colonialism and slavery and all kinds of stuff has done a lot of stuff to us. But let me tell you something. You see you see that feeling that your ancestors, they're talking in your ears like, girl, this thing doesn't seem too right. You go and take that voice now when you there digging through cell phone. Oh, you mean you don't remember how it was when he was dating you? If he has another lady, here, let me give you the script. Because I don't want to just come and just throw fire upon y'all and then I walk away and left you to burn. You understand? I want you to have happiness. Happiness is yours in this life in Jesus' name. What is this? Huh? And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, go back and watch some next lives. Go back. Or go on my YouTube channel. I have a whole video about a maintenance man. You need to know what that is. Right? So you got to know that men and women don't have the same makeup. Nope. Nope. Go back in and close that door. Men do not go backwards. Okay? They do not go backwards. So if your man starts dating you and you're all highty-tighty, you too good. And that's fine, because you should be very choosy when you're in the dating season, right? But as you're a man, you need that. You're dead long. And you telling me, you find us that this man, either he fantasizes or he experienced it already or whatever, and you can't give a blowjob and that's what he wants? You don't got no gag reflex for it? So here now, have a conversation about that. Communication is blasted key. Because when you don't sit down and have that communicative conversation, he not going to go and pay somebody who need grocery money to go and give him that. Then they get the next one of y'all stiff, y'all are not exciting, you're boring. Somebody come on my live here just knowing me, she had this conversation years ago. And she said to me, she said, here, Shamrondi. I was a big lady, you know, you see me having mama, this wine. Y'all better go and get yourself some new blasted tricks. Same way you going to learn something new to cook, go and learn some new things to do in your bedroom. Right? If you're Christian, the Bible says the bed can never be defiled. The marriage bed. You understand? Good. Here's the next thing. You confirm now, because I ain't come to just throw fire upon you and walk away. You find out, okay, this man, this is not like some, maybe he meets you somewhere and they just talk real quick. No. This is a lady he is regularly seeing. You need, do not get angry. Go and work on yourself first. You could deny him access to your body. That's okay. It's your right. You were entitled to say no. Huh? But I'm going to give you a secret. I don't know if I should give y'all this secret. Because some people may say it's voodoo or something, and I'm not a voodoo priestess, no. But I do know that I'm a mother of sons, and men like to be felt cared for. That's the reason why I don't keep a man, right? Because I have 2 little boy, and I can't deal with no big 50 from a hardback man want me for that. I don't have time. If you ain't doing things around here, me ain't got time to be doing that, right? But I know the tricks. You understand? I was happily. I'm fine. I didn't have infidelity issues, right? So I'm going to give you 2 things. You find out that there's somebody, like he's seeing, like there's a guy in these things, if he's eating her food, sis, you're in trouble. You need to really reevaluate what you're going to be doing going forward once your man start eating somebody's food. Don't play like you didn't hear, right? I'm just telling you. Anyway, you guys have some history. You got kids, you got grandkids, whatever. If you have grandkids together and your kids are big, all right, maybe he needs a new season and and you can just ask him, like, you know what, how you been? All right, I know y'all there having fun. Please protect yourself. Right? Protect yourself. Because I'm not cutting our connection, but I have to put myself first. You're going to give him something to think about. He's going to know from there if you're going to keep on going or if he's not going to keep on going, right? His response is going to be everything. What you're going to be listening out for is disrespect. Fuck disrespect. I tell you already what you can do, right? I'm not going to repeat that because I don't want nobody say I over here telling people what to do. You understand? Anyway, don't get angry. Have a conversation and be like, hey, so is this something that you regularly? Okay, you like her? All right. What's her situation? Blah. Okay. All right. And you make up your mind. Do you stay or do you go? Right? If you know that this man is you know that nobody else really makes you feel the way he makes you feel, and he's a man that got a lot of fire. You know, some women just be in denial. They just be in denial about their man, right? Some men, they just love a lot of challenge. Some men are Captain Save-A-Ho, okay? You don't know what a Captain Save-A-Ho is. All right. I'm not going to tell you in this video, right? But some men are Captain Save-A-Ho. Maybe he's from that West Indian community I was mentioning before. We're not calling any island names, but they can listen. They could keep 3 families on that little piece of paycheck they got. You know the one I'm talking about. I'm not going to say what kind they are. They're very nice. They're very, very nice men. I know I used to have a friend from there, right? He wasn't involved or nothing like that. Just whoever want to be nosy and fast in the business, right? But when I realized, like, wait a minute. Oh, you got all of this traffic going on? I didn't know what was going on, because if it was, I would have got rid of them. Because I can. You understand? Yes. I like when people can catch on and read all in between, between, right? So you need to have a very, like, peaceful conversation. In my last live, I spoke about that kind of like love. You know, it is in the book Songs of Solomon. If you have a Bible knocking about somewhere, read the entire book, Songs of Solomon, because I'm going to tell you something. That's the kind of love you're supposed to have for your man that like additional attention, right? That's the kind of love you need to have for him. Because if you do not have that, you are not going to be able to properly co-parent and take care of all the other important shit you got going on with him, because you over there worrying about who over there giving him some bomb head that he ain't never had in his life, that you too stush to give him, or whatever it is. Me, I'm not here to judge. Oh, I'm not. Do what work for you, okay? I'm not a big fan of that. If you follow me and you watch my videos, I advise young women, especially under the age of, like, they in their early 20s, you don't need to be putting nothing in your mouth. Oh no, them is starter people. You do all that stuff, you can figure all that stuff out later. Don't even come rushing, right? Right? But you see, when you start getting into the good sweetness and the sweet honey of a good relationship, and you buck on something there that is worth being washed. Okay, I don't even know how to put it. Then, you know, go and learn some things, sis. Go on, why not? Especially visa provide, especially. Why would you not have somebody feel appreciated? What's that about? But you see, if he ain't a provider, you know how I feel, guys, about that. You can't be my roommate and getting all of that. Oh, hell no. That's just my sauce. That's just me giving y'all something to chuckle about. Yeah, there's nothing going in my mouth, and on top of that, me still gotta work hard, and me still gotta do all of them, still gotta go take care of this. And no, my friend, that is not for you. Though you trying to get benefits that you don't qualify for. You know, men don't like to hear that. Let me give you a little secret. I truly believe that polyamorous relationships are happening regardless of who's in denial of it, right? Because if you think your little sweet relationship is nice for 6 months, and then you find out he cheating and you vex, what you don't know is that you have a sister wife. Oh, you don't want to hear that, but that's all right. That's all right. Don't be vexed with me, right? Because that's what this COVID thing exposed, all right? When all these women was getting on social media and putting out these funny posts about how many times they've had sex and they don't know what's going on in their life, they're sleepwalking. Yeah, you didn't know that somebody was helping you manage your handful. This is why you gotta kind of like pick and choose what you're making a battle out of, and that's what this video is about, right? That's what this video is about. Like, pick and choose your battles. Don't go fighting. Listen, if you have a really calm conversation, you might be surprised. He may really just appreciate the union that you guys have, but you know, you can't eat curry every day. Someday, maybe he eat curry 3 days in a row. But you might want it with some white rice one day. You might want you might want it with a little oil roti to wipe it up with and eat it. You understand? Another day, you may not want curry at all to eat. right? So take care of yourself. Protect yourself. If you could be in a marriage and use condoms. Listen, the thing that causes women to get to the level of frustration and upset and victimhood and all that stuff is because you don't realize that you have options. Somebody over there trying to hold you to something that they themselves are not upholding, and that makes you upset because you're keeping up your end of the bargain. You cleaning, you cooking, you're working at nighttime too, and all of that. No, I like to wake up fresh in the morning, you know. That's the good thing about being single. You're not haggard out. Yeah, you getting good fresh energy. Hey, ain't nobody there was tossing me about last night. You understand? I wake up this morning, I look after my children, them, fix breakfast for them, I get a little work done. You understand? I wake up early, I change up, you know, it's just looking different. That's what happens when you don't have nobody draining your energy. But if he must drain your energy, that better be some good draining. You understand? Sometimes you got to be pulling them down to earth. I had a man ask me the other day. I don't know if I should disclose that piece. Let me think. Because it's not the first time. I've had gentlemen, you know, approach me that are already in other relationships. And they practice poly, okay? So by the time they approach me, the lady in their life knows that they have an interest in somebody else, okay? And a man, you know, I had a conversation with a man the other day, and he said, you know, he wanted to know how old I was. And I had to reevaluate everything leading up to that point of the conversation. And I realized that him getting that information wasn't going to do any good. Clearly, it was going to be used for the wrong reason. And I had to say to him, I had to say something that kind of hurt his feelings. But it was truth. I didn't say anything mean. I didn't. I just said that, you know, you up there in age. You over here worried about how old auntie is. Okay? And most of the men that approach me, they have to be about 15, 20 years younger than you. So don't you dare come. You see when they be trying to come for you, you might have to go, you may have to give them a read. You might have to snatch back an edge or pull some gray hair out of somebody's beard. You might have to. You understand? Because they like take the blasted ice past people. And you see like, oh, my dark skin and stuff like that. Yeah, they just feel like, oh, she could take any amount of pain. No, my friend. You give me insult, you better brace yourself if you're ready for them tongue lashing me can give you. You understand? Or ignore. Because I know how to use a block button very well. Yeah, I got a couple of them walking around here in Florida. And then they find a next way to call. And then they call and they're using a next body phone. And yeah, I get the phone calls. I do. You want to be taken off a block. You better go ask yourself, why are you on block? Don't come and give me no blasted orders. Who you talking to? Go talk to your mother, sir. You know, that's who are we? What are we doing? Thank you. And you didn't think it could happen, right? Yeah. So you have options, my friends. So let me give you the little secret. And for whoever of you that think like she is practicing whatever dark energy, you can come off. It's not a problem. I'm not insulted. I could talk to myself on here because after I don't talk to myself here on this live, our next 50 you just gonna come back and watch it. So I'm not worried about that. But here, a little secret. If this is your man, not somebody else, man, you know. Not somebody else, man. This is a man you just really adore. You understand? Like, this is somebody who you and him have great togetherness with. And what happens is sometimes men just take on other energy when they travel and when they go out. They go to work, they leave to go, they travel to work. Or they have, you know, the kids and the other woman in another state. Whatever. Some of y'all are in denial and I'm not here to come and play judge, jury, and bang a gravel upon y'all. Because y'all are in denial, right? But you see, this is your man. Like, this is somebody you cook for, you know, you look after you look after him. When he comes back, take a bath with him. Why not? Scrub his back very good. Very, very good. Bathe him very good. Wash behind the ears. Soap him up. Make him look like a snowman. And then rinse him off. And you talk to him. You see all of that intimacy? You bringing him right back to his childhood, honey. How old was he when he started bathing himself? His mama was bathing him at some point. And you know what happens? Single women that don't have kids, they don't understand a lot of those arts. And that women that have children, that only have girls, they don't realize that is all the femininity and estrogen in their home. That is what keeps that man on guard at that house, right? But women that are boy moms, we're so aware because this is where they develop, from early age, is where they develop their little things, their stuff, right? Like, you see them little people that I got here? Yeah, now they're getting old enough. Hey, hello, go pick up your stuff, go clean up after yourself. Ooh. Because here, you see, when me turn into old lady, me don't want nobody call me and say how me son I turned them into maid and me son got them and walk them like slave and me son I left them underwear all over the place. Let me try and do my little part now when they're small. You understand? So yeah, that little extra care and attention, it is help. Yeah, that's why. Beat my chest. Me can say, no, I don't want nobody like that right now, because me got them little people here I gotta be looking after, and I can't be stretching myself 3 ways. I can't, or 4 ways, or however, or 7 ways. Whoever wanna walk and talk story, looking for scandal. Okay. Good morning. Yes. You got options. And you have an option to have peace and harmony, even in a polyamorous situation. Communication is key. There's many levels to it. You understand? Because I'm going to tell you something. Even though there's so many people in the United States of America, and we can, you know, black women, we have the option, we can eat from any pot, right? Sure. But you may like a specific kind. You understand? And sometimes the pickings is be slim. Enough of them pack up and lock up. Enough of them all over the place, whatever. And there are some that there are some that have enough fire. They have enough interest. They read enough books. They stay educated. They have many streams of income. They are a duplicity. They know how to operate in duplicity, and they have a big heart, right? They give a fuck about how you doing. Yeah, they're not gonna throw, and they're responsible. They're not gonna go throw me the baby mother. They're gonna make sure she all right. You understand? However it is you choose to live, you have a choice to be happy. And if you're not gonna be happy, throw the whole shit in the dustbin. Throw the whole thing away. And find the one that you wanted there, brace up and lock up and hold gun and man watch and protect him like he was a blasted bodyguard. Go and find that one if that's what you want. You see, me tired, me able. Me able. Huh? Yeah. That's another reason why you guys is be upset. Because some of these people that you over here giving all that devotion and monogamy to, he ain't nothing but your damn roommate. Don't be vexed with me. Be vexed with yourself. If you got a roommate and you over there giving him kingly character treatment, like he done gave you 5 acres of land in your name, and if that's how you want to treat him, but in reality you're his roommate, sis, there are 8 billion individuals on this earth. 8 billion. You see when outside open back up? You see when outside open back up? We know where to go and find them good one. We know where to find them. But you see, in the meantime, you care yourself. You take this little slow period and take a little bit and moisturize your skin. You understand? Get good rest. Take a nap. Right? You see, where I'm from, Guyana. Listen, they'll cuss you like a dog if you want to put lipstick on your lip. Or you're vain, you like rouge up. Or you're lazy, you this, you that. No, catch your ass, rest your body. Lay down and rest yourself. But you can see when you walk out your soul case and you walk yourself to the blasted bone and you're dead, they're going to talk about how you did nice and how you cook nice food for them. Your body in a coal in the ground. The sister wife you think you're gonna get, she come and move in, throw out all your old shit. Let me also tap into that. Don't keep too much shit in your house that you don't need. I'm an interior designer by trade. And let me tell you something. That's a money I don't want. If somebody got to go clear out their house, don't come and say you need me for interior design. Go and throw out all them old shit you have in your house, or go get a storage unit and empty out your house and let me start from scratch. And then we can pick through whatever you got there. Right? Y'all like to keep too much things. And then you want to send all the things back home to Guyana. You think that people back home need your old things? No. They might buy new shiny things. They don't need your old things. You understand? You understand? I hope y'all taking this in. This is just a quick little, you know, I had to come on here and I had to just... Somebody needed this word, this good word this afternoon here. You understand? Because see, when we go about my day, I ain't studying like, man, I should have probably said something. But you know what? No, let me come and share a little word with y'all. Right? Because some of y'all going to be worshiping. Y'all going to be in the work. You know sex is worship, right? Y'all going to be there worshiping somebody who is your blasted roommates. And he don't got no aspirations of doing better. Or he hasn't met the woman that's going to drive him to do better. Yeah. Okay? And the fussiness of what European culture can do to colonize West Indians, it would have you thinking like you don't have options. And you got options. I just want you to know that. You have options. So remember, you have options, so you're not just going to be angry for no reason. Right? Yeah, cooking is a form of worship too. Aside from sex. Yeah. You see, when things started rolling downhill in my house, that I had to stop that. I was like, wait a minute. You can't be cooking for people over there that is, that's a job. That's the reason why when I mentor young girls, I want you to know how to cook, but you definitely better not be. You better not, if he ain't paying a bill, he ain't doing. You better not. He ain't taking you out and doing nice. You better not be cooking, no buying groceries and cooking for somebody. You know who like to do that shit? Them women in Brooklyn, them West Indian women in Brooklyn. They love to do that. They love to be cooking for other people's husband. You understand? They love it. You just met him last week, and all of a sudden you wanna show you can make the best curry goat. Who gives a fuck? They don't care. They just want a blasted free meal. You know? I remember when I got when it came back to me. I was here in Florida, and there was certain, I'm not gonna mention the island they're from, but there's a certain island that produces a type of man that when they meet you, but they like you, but they don't really, they're like, yeah, you cook good. That's part of the pickup. No, my friend, I don't cook shit. I don't bring nothing. I don't cook, not at all. You see them good food me know for cook? Call my ex-husband and ask him what we was eating for 8 years. But you see, me and you, my friend, you will never eat my food. What do you want my food for? Go buy something and bring it, or take us, let me go out somewhere. You understand? No, I don't know why they like to do it. Y'all love. See, that's that colonized. That's that, y'all want to prove you just a good, nice West Indian girl. He ain't done shit yet in your house, and you there cooking? You there standing over a stove for 2 hours? For what? Practice your cooking skills on your girlfriends and have them over for drinks. Right? Cook enough food, freeze up and pack up so you can meal prep. But don't go, because here's the thing. Because we are mammals. You see when you cook today is Tuesday. You see, before the end of the week, they call in if you ask if you cook. Oh, you expected me to be cooking for you every day, my friend? Nah, you see, wrong lady. You see that? You see how y'all is like pick up stray dog, and then you vex when they doing them shit y'all they doing to y'all. Them entitlement. Yes, sis. You're encouraging the entitlement. Speaking about encouraging entitlement, here is a little sticky situation when you start talking to people that are in poly relationships. The entitlement. Some men are not about kingdom building. Some men don't care if you have a sisterly bond with the other women. They don't care. They're there for their own selfish reasons, and it's their ego. So when they've already vexed everybody else, they want somebody to so treat them nice, and they still want somebody to come and prostrate for them. Be on the knees and, what you want, daddy? And all of that. You got to be careful, because some of you might be feeding an ego that will annoy you later. So be careful. Sprinkle. Don't throw. Don't pour. Sprinkle. Choo 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 choo. Ting ting. You know, like the salt. The guy, you just pick up some salt and you just splash a little bit, just little bits. You understand? Don't go pouring the salt in the pot spoon and use all the salt because you know it's a big pot of food you're cooking. Don't do that. Don't do that one. Because you're going to get caught up with something. And then on top of it, then you already in a sticky situation. Then it's like, man, and then they already know how to mind you. And it's all, some of them are narcissists. Right? It's like, it doesn't matter if it's a poly relationship or it is a one-on-one or it is we are open and we're dating other people until whatever. Make sure respect is always being served. Make sure love is always being served, right? Make sure that your needs are being met and don't be afraid to say what it is you want. You got choices. You got options. You got options. I don't care what the fuck you look like. You got options. You got options. You got options. So, I gave some little advice earlier in the video. Some of y'all might need to go back. I can't go back and repeat those things. Some of them are a little salacious, right? You got to catch me when the spirit catch me because, then it's a whole bunch of like, oh, I shouldn't say that and I shouldn't say that. But I've said it already. So, who is that watching me? Excuse me, move from here. You understand? Look what I'm talking about. You understand? And then they grow up to be big men. They grow up to be big men. And if you don't put a check in this now, it's somebody else dealing with that. Yeah, don't who you left your underwear upon the ground for. Hey, bye. Go pick. Who you left that? Go pick it up. Go collect it. Go put it where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm not picking up nobody underwear. Nope. We passed that now. After you get past that stage, we passed that. I gotta start prepare you from now. You understand? I gotta prepare you because I don't want nothing to happen to my nice, good daughter-in-laws that have to come. You understand? Yeah, I gotta think that far ahead. You understand? Because some of these men out here in the marketplace are a hot goddamn mess. You know those memes where they're like, oh, this is me and somebody's son? Those things ring true. They ring really true. Because when you find yourself having an unnecessary conversation with somebody who want to manage you, that is somebody's son. Wait, nobody taught you better? What you asking me, by? Like, and don't let them have gray hair. Because here, the same way I talk to you, you want a special kind of salutation because you got a little gray hair. Even better, you're supposed to know better. Don't come and ask me stupidness. I don't like answering stupid questions. I don't like it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. I could be using that time focusing on whether my lash glue is drying quick enough for me to put my lash on. I don't got time to be studying you and your trivial ass. Like, why we just can't be enjoying ourselves? Let's just enjoy ourselves, right? Like, some men are walking around with a lot of trauma. A lot of trauma. And some of y'all need to stop trying to be Florence Nightingale. You want to be the nurse of the trauma. What is that? You want to be a nurse of trauma? Go and get your RN and go and walk in a trauma ward and go and dress people's wound and go walk for the VA. What is that? Yeah, some people are walking around a lot of trauma and y'all love it. Y'all love the trauma. And they're ready to fight woman when the trauma show up, and then he's trying to soothe and help himself however he know how to. Y'all gotta understand the inner workings of people. You understand? That's why you're not supposed to get angry right away when you find out that somebody's having an affair. You understand? Think about yourself. If you're a woman, what would make you want to cheat? There's many reasons that would make a woman want to cheat. Like some of the women that I know that have like big money, you know, they'll cheat the minute a man do something wrong because he's lacking in other places. Some women want to cheat because love is just not being served. And you don't, nope, excuse me, go back. How? Okay, I'm going to give you the snack just now. Thank you. Just bear with me a bit. You understand? So, you have to be careful. What was I talking about? I was talking about trauma and dating people with trauma and not getting mad right away when you find out that you're a sister wife. Like, don't get angry right away. Don't do that. You know? Unless he took out a second mortgage on your goddamn house to buy a house for her, yeah, that's a conversation that need to happen. Unless he does something like really, really, where it's like messing up, you know, things. You understand? But just have a peaceful conversation. Be peaceful, guys. Be peaceful. Because you see all that toxic ass food y'all want to eat in this people country here? That shit gonna shorten your fucking life. The minute you raise your voice and you're behaving bad. You want to go on. And I know, because sometimes when you talk to them children, you're like, wait a minute. Oh, no. We going to bed early. Right? We going to bed early. Mommy going to go lay down. Mommy ain't taking a call, DM, text from nobody. You know. Right? So, just take it easy. Take it easy, guys. Take deep breaths. Ground yourself. Do things that you enjoy. Make sure that if you're doing for others, make sure you don't just put on oxygen mask on everybody else and you don't have on yours, right? Don't you dare. Don't, nope. Excuse me, go back. Yeah. So these little people, we got to get going because they're going to harass me for as long as I'm on here. That's why I had a 2-hour live the other day. Yeah, that would have never happened with them. I don't think it would have. Not the energy they've been on. You know. I made my homeschooling quite short today. We did some homeschooling, but it wasn't long and drawn out. Hi. Let me see who stopped by. Let's see. Lizzie, Yurid, thank you so much. We thank God. Hi, Monica. Hi, Sherwood. Lovely seeing you. Buddy Roots. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Bina. Ashmish. Nice meeting you. Bubba. Ivy Jordan. Lovely meeting you. Lies, I beg to differ. That's okay. You could differ and we can agree to disagree. I'm that lady. Yeah. I don't argue about what I know that I know. No. Hey, Jessica, thank you. We thank God. He's keeping me, you know. Because the way these children was want to, like, string me out and wear me out and how I just be tired. Oh, my God. Thank God I know how to walk a face powder. Vong, hi. Bubba, thank you for coming by. Pastor Stephanie, you know, everything is everything. I know me, you gotta chat, right? You gotta make time when you want us to chat. Vina, Echo Haddix, those are old school Facebook friends. Those are the originals. Yes. Esconda. You're Brazilian. Yeah, it applies to all of, not just West Indians, all of us in the diaspora, you know. Kwame, thank you for watching. I appreciate you stopping by. Taylor, thank you for coming by. Hey, cuz Nikki, thank you. Hello, behave. You're talking to some people. I am. I was talking. But here's the thing. When I talk, I don't necessarily have like one individual in mind. And there's people that are, listen, I've come across some stuff and I'm like, oh, they must have thought I was talking. I wasn't thinking about you. Like, I wasn't thinking about you, you know. Jacqueline, hi. Thank you for coming by. Leanna came by. Hey, cuz. Hey, Sakai. I hope the babies are well. Lovely you coming by, Leanna. Hey, Allison. Hey, cuz. How you do, gal? How you do? Wynette, thank you for stopping by. Cousin Dawn, you came by. Thank you so much for coming by. Yeah. So y'all know exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, because most of my people, most of my close friends are West Indian, most of them. You know, and like my relatives and stuff like that. So they'll know exactly what I'm talking about, you know. You have choices and you can be happy. You have choices. In every kind of relationship, you could choose. Do I want to be happy or do I want to be a warmonger? You can choose, right? Or you could just be peaceful and galang, tie your Georgie bundle and galang your way. Eh? That's why you got to keep yourself together. Don't have them, you know, draining your energy and stressing you out to the point that you don't even know where to start picking up the pieces from. Because as quickly as they can be gone or as quickly as you can walk away, there could be new prospects in the horizon. Right? You take your time. No rushing. No rushing. Take your time. Get to know who you are. Right? Know yourself. Know thyself. You must. Hey, Calvin. How are you, love? You love them? You know me as a glamour gal. You don't know already. Yeah, you know, and all of it, get understanding and get to know yourself, understand who you are, know what your tolerances are. Know what's going to make you snap. Know what's going to make you want to chuck a Negro in his throat. You know, because you don't want them to take you there. And if that's what it is, then you need to like not even be speaking to him. You know, some of them men. I love men. I love black men. Men, I just love men. I love black men especially though. Yeah, I love them. What's making me laugh is, I don't know how old I was when I realized this, but you know that stereotypical archetype of a woman where they're like dumb blonde, like you don't want her to speak. You know that archetype, that character, right? You don't want her to speak. You just want her to be cute and keep her lips shut. I've met men like that. Thanks, sis. You know God is keeping me, Pastor Stephanie. You know Oluwa is doing it for me. Okay. I've met men like that. We was like, I'd rather you just be strong and silent. Because you see, when you start talking your strippiness, you need to go and make some friends. You know? That's the worst thing when you have a man that don't have enough friends. I mean, at least one or two good buddies he can reach out to. My God, I'm not saying he got to be a gallus. I ain't saying he got to be big road man. I ain't saying that. Street man. Sweet boy. I ain't saying he got to be all of these things. He just need to have a friend or two. You know. You just got to. Because Some men are so intense, you're like, I may have to give you a testosterone shot. Can I hold on to the estrogen? Why do you want to argue? You want to argue? I don't like an argumentative ass man. Who want that? I don't need that. That got to be some powerful pipe laying for you to be able to sit down and tolerate all of that. And let me tell you why I say that. Because I have mentored women of all ages. And there is something that older women do not tell younger women. And the little, let me give it, you know, I like to drop them little small bits and pieces on y'all, right? Something that older women do not tell younger women is, some men, you don't want to, once there's no more copulation happening, you don't want them around. Right? Some don't say. They don't say. But if you are so fortunate to meet an honest, mature woman who, you know, has lived some life, or she has all kind of friends and stuff like that, you know, you may have to dig it out. You may have to kind of pry it, but it'll come out. That's why they got to be more than that, right? That's why they got to be more than a maintenance man for you to be married to them. Like life partner, right? Because with the food they eating, all of them tools may not be working, you know, past a certain age. You see where I come from in Guyana? Them old men be strong, honey. Oh, yes. My sister had made me hip to it. Them men be 70 years old and got a little gal. You know things is working. Nothing is sick and dead. There's no ED going on, right? But you see them one hey who don't like to drink their water, they don't like to take supplement, they don't check up, they don't take care of themselves, they eat that, they don't take care of them. Those, you may not want him after the copulation has ended. Right? That's a secret that big women don't tell younger women. You know? Here's a little next secret. You need to be aware that you're going to evolve. The choices you made when you were 15 may not be the same choices that are going to work for you when you're 35. Right? He may have been Hercules and Zeus and a god among gods when you were 16 years old. But let me tell you something. Take it easy. Like, y'all just focus on y'all book, focus on your schoolwork, focus on traveling, focus on meeting more people, focus on figuring out what your likes and dislikes are. Like, worry about that stuff. Because let me give you a little personal story. Okay? This is going to be the last little personal story I'm going to drop on y'all today. At one time in my life, I was in love. True love. I would have waited to the ends of the earth for this individual. Right? And circumstances had it that this person needed to move away. I wasn't old enough to pick up and follow my man. You understand? But it was hard on me. I remember being a senior in high school. Was I a senior in high school? And I think for like a whole year, I cried like almost every day. That's a kind of sadness. I ain't never ever been in love like that again. Never. But anyway, the personal story and, you know, the bits and pieces that I want you guys to take from it is, fast forward, because, you know, there's a Guyanese saying that say, old fire stick is easy to catch. Old fire stick can't come back and catch, because the wives you have had since then, they have broken you up. You're a shell of an individual. Look how they broke you up. Like, you ain't got no use to me. Right? But had that relationship been given the concession it could have been given, I probably would have still been with the person. Because I'm a real devoted. As much as I tell y'all about having, you know, and having options and all of that, I would have still been, there would have been a whole bunch of kids. Whole bunch. Enough. Because I would have started early. There probably would have been a minimum of 6. There would have been tons of kids. You understand? And that goes to show you how people can interject and mess up your destiny. And you really got to follow your heart, right? You got to follow your heart. And you got to be honest too. Like, don't wait till people are dead and in the grave and then you're crying. You know what I mean? People be carrying on at wedding, funerals, stuff like that. It's because they got a whole lot of unresolved, somebody they needed to talk to. Someone. I'm a very, like, communicative person. Very communicative. You understand? Like, in my last life, I was telling you guys about, like, a friend that I used to have. Yep. And, you know, we had a very healthy friendship. She did something I didn't like. I told her if I did something she didn't like, she told me. You understand? Very communicative. But that same mouth is also the same mouth I'm going to use to admonish, is to bless them and to uplift them and encourage them and to love on them and to tell them verbally how much I care about them. So all of that, like, keeping all your, like, all of that, stop. People are not mind readers. Stop with that. Talk your story. And if it is not considered or welcomed, then at least you're true to yourself. Talk your truth, guys. I'm all about that. Talking the truth. You understand? So, you know, this little you know, experience I had when I was younger, my mom was aware that it was real, right? My mom was aware that it was real. My mom knew things then that she probably didn't tell me in full detail, but those things I know them now, okay? And the things that I know now, if I knew it then, you know, they wouldn't have been obstacles for me, right? I would have totally just followed what I felt like I needed to follow, because I knew that, and the person also told me, you know, like, it was very reciprocal. Reciprocity, guys. Reciprocity is important. So it would have just been something very powerful. But now, fast forward, you know, and this is why I don't like entertaining, you know, men that are too washed up. Is that a bad thing that I said? Washed up. No, there's nothing wrong with what I'm saying, because let me tell you something. Here's another little secret that big women do not tell young girls. There is late times of your life that if you haven't discovered what that inner happiness is, if you don't have inner joy, you are going to be a surly, mean-ass old bitch. And because you may not have the kind of, like, love life that you want to have, right? Because you're older and, you know, the pools get small and you know, you may not have a good companion and stuff like that. You understand? So take full advantage of everything that's going on. Keep yourself together. I don't care if the gray hair coming in. If you got long hair and they want to turn gray, just wear it gray. Just keep it beautifully curled. I don't know. Like, just enhance everything, right? Because age really is just a number. It really, really is. It really is. Look at Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle, how old was she? In her 60s? Her young thing, honey. Yes, honey. Patti LaBelle was getting that good work. Okay. She wasn't rolling around with no 70-year-old man. Right? Because here's the thing. Them 70-year-old men that got that trauma that they never ever repaired, they're going to be old and gray, and then they're still going to be asking you questions and trying to pull you down and trying to have you question yourself. And you got to come and snatch somebody's edges and be like, you know, my friend, I hear what you're asking me, and what you're asking me is not important, because let me give you a bit of truth. The men that I usually talk to, they're probably about 25 years younger than you. You know, you might have to just kind of slip that. You might have to. You know, if he's an upstanding gentleman and he appreciates what's going on, he ain't even going to take you there. He ain't going to ask you no condescending shit. He just going to just enjoy your company, and you and him are just going to be happy. You understand? Yeah, I want y'all to find your happy. Find your happy. You have choices. You have choices, ladies. Okay. I'm going to go because I got things to finish doing. And I got some little people that want another snack. I'm not cooking anything right now. They're going to get a snack. We going to keep all that cooked food for later. Yeah, they would walk you. You understand? Yeah, that's why they you know, I can't keep I can't keep up. All right, guys. You guys have a blessed day. If you want to hear all the salty and all the saucy talk, it was at the early inset of this video. I was giving it good. I wasn't holding back nothing. I wasn't keeping nothing to myself. I talked my whole story straight and plain. All right. Stay blessed. This is Shamrani from Providence Life Design. Let me see. YouTube channel is Providence Life Design. If you use YouTube, you have a smart TV and all that stuff, you need to go and subscribe. Yes, you do. If you need interior design services, I do provide e-design. I have a page here on Facebook. It is Providence Life Design. I'm an interior designer and classically trained. If you want to see a website, it's www.providencelifedesign.com. If you use Instagram, like I do, I am at Providence Life Design. What else can I say? That's it. If you send me a DM and I didn't, I don't have Messenger. The app called Messenger that is powered by Facebook. I don't use that on mobile. Nope. Please go back and put your shirt on. You should have done that since earlier. Excuse me. Go back in your room. And let me see, Providence Life Design. And then my group is Life Design Topics. That's here on Facebook. It's a group. And if you need, design consulting or anything like that, those links are on that page. You can message me there on Providence Life Design. I'm an interior designer. And not a pillow fluffing interior designer. If you have a contract, you already have an architect, then you're going to need me for full specifications. Or if you're an investment, a real estate investor, and you flip properties, you are going to need me to help you with specifications to make those houses look, for bidding wars, okay? If you just need like a bathroom or a kitchen done, then then we just do that. If you need I'm just full design and build. I work with contractors that I trust and can be accountable for their work, okay? And that's important in the South Florida area because there's very few career tradesmen here, and there's hardly any multi-generational tradesmen down here in Florida. It's a very transient place. And then what else? I think there's a storm coming. Just say a small, send good vibes, right? And that's it, guys. Stay blessed. Take care. Thank you for coming by, Danielle. Thank you for coming by, Tisha. Thank you for coming by, Sister Stephanie. Hi, elated Mimi. Yes, honey. Hey, honey. The live was live, honey. It was live. It's not a pre-record, honey. It was hot. Apolline, Medora, thank you for stopping by. Carlene, Jean-Paul Collier, thank you so much for stopping by. And thank you, buddy. And let me see, Rosalie Wallace, thank you for coming by. Bye, Kelvin. Take care, right? You guys have a blessed one. Take care.